In a Harris poll of 514 human resource professionals, 45.9% say that body piercings and tattoos were big grooming red flags. Use a 0.01 significance level to test the claim that less than half of all human resource professionals say that body piercing are big grooming red flags. Assuming we already determined that the null hypothesis is p equals 1/2, the alternative hypothesis is p less than 1/2, and we computed the test statistic z equals -1.859 with the corresponding p-value of 0.0315. This is the value when we use a calculator. If we were to use a table, the p-value is 0.03144. What should the conclusion be for the hypothesis test? The p-value is the measure of how much evidence the data presents against the null hypothesis, meaning the sample that we obtain, how is it weighted against the null hypothesis. The null hypothesis is the assumption that p equals 1/2 in this case. Recall that we rely on sampling distribution, and in this case, with the left tail test, we found that the z is -1.859, that is the test statistic, and the corresponding p-value is 0.0315 in this case. The smaller the p-value, the further away the test statistic is, and if it is further away from the center is where z equals 0 correspond to the proportion equals to 1/2. Recall that this z corresponds to the proportion of the sample 0.459. And so the smaller the p-value, the further away from the center. This means the smaller the p-value, the evidence against the null hypothesis is stronger. We say that the smaller the p-value, the test is significant. And with the comparison of alpha equals 0.01 in this case, which is the significance level, we computed the p-value, and we see that this p-value is 0.0315, and it is greater than alpha. If it is greater than the significant level, then it is not small. And if it is not small, then the evidence against the null hypothesis is not strong. Because of that, we would fail to reject the null hypothesis. Again, if the p-value is low, the null must go. If the p-value is less than alpha, we would reject the null hypothesis. But in this case, the p-value is greater than the given alpha. We would have to fail to reject the null hypothesis. Now, we fail to reject the null hypothesis, meaning we do not reject it. And what do we do when we do not reject it? We would informally accept it. And again, we do not say that we accept the null hypothesis, but informally that's what it is. So in this case, we fail to reject the null hypothesis, meaning we're going to have to accept it. If we fail to reject it, then we would have to accept the null hypothesis. But what does it mean? We would have to accept that the proportion of the population is 1/2. But the original claim is that less than half. And so again, we fail to reject the null hypothesis, meaning we would have to reject the alternative, because we accept the null. If we accept one, we have to reject the other. But the alternative hypothesis is the initial claim that less than half of all human resource professionals say that body piercing are big grooming red flags here. And so in the conclusion, we would state that we fail to reject the null hypothesis. The statement is a little bit more colorful, such as we do not have evidence to warrant the rejection of the null hypothesis. And to provide more context in this case, we would state we do not accept the initial claim that less than half of human resource professionals say that body piercings are big grooming red flags, meaning we cannot accept this initial claim here. We find this initial claim not valid. It is important to notice that if we were to use a different significance level such as alpha equals 0.05, or if the significance level alpha is not given in the problem, we would have to use 0.05, and if we use 0.05 at the significance level, then the p-value would be small because 0.0315 is less than 0.05. In that case, we would reject the null hypothesis. This is why we have to pay attention to the significance level as well. In this particular test, we failed to reject the null hypothesis, but if we were given a different significance level such as 0.05, we would reject the null hypothesis, given the computed p-value that we obtained from the sample.